Hey, this is Basil and Will from Grayson Hobby, and today we're going to go over our Power10 combo from Detrum. Okay, we got a lot of questions from people asking us about what motor and ESC and battery they need for their certain airplanes. And so we come up with these Power10 combos, and we're gonna offer 3 different variations of these Power10 combos. We're gonna have one, we're gonna call it the basic, right? Basic combo is gonna come with motor, speed controller, prop, motor mount, and collet. That's gonna be our basic combo. And then for you guys who need the servos, we're gonna have an intermediate package. It's gonna come
like
with
a deluxe, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna come with a 4-pack of 9-gram servos, and it's gonna come with all the servo horns and screws and everything like that for your servos.
And finally, our ultimate combo will have your choice of either EC3 battery with connector or Dean's battery 2200 3-cell with connector. So 2200 3-cell battery with either Dean's or EC3 connectors.
That will be also an option. All right, so here we have our 50 amp speed controller, and notice it doesn't have any kind of battery connection or bullet connection or motor connection soldered on. But it does come with, what size, Will?
3.5 millimeter bullets, which is also what's already pre-soldered on the motor. So all you gotta do is solder the female bullets onto the speed control, as well as your own battery connector.
Now, if you get the ultimate, this is much easier to solder on than it is the Dean's connector, or you have that guy right there.
In the combo, this is your basic combo here, what we got here. So your motor, it's a 3715 class motor. This is going to be good for 3 or 4 cell. The configuration we're offering here is a 3-cell setup, which is most popular. It's going to swing about a 12-inch prop, good for about a 40, maybe 50-ounce plane with about a 45, 50-inch wingspan. Good for the old 15 class, 25 class nitro, stuff like that if you're converting over or just building a new plane. Prop comes with it is a 12.6, and the motor mount position that you're bolting on is 25 millimeter hole pattern if you're directly mounting it, or the hole pattern for the thing again is,
it's like 43,
probably about 44, I'd say.
Okay, there we go.
25 millimeter, 25 millimeter,
and 44.
44.
Okay,
this is a 4 millimeter shaft.
Yep, 4 millimeters right there.
Motor is using a simple collet style compression collet, so easy. You're just gonna put the collet on, obviously, and then put the prop on, and then
tighten it down.
Yep. Deluxe combo, you're also gonna get 4 9-gram servos. The servos, you got your standard Detrum 9 grams right here.
And they say Detrum 9-gram, there's the ones that come in all the airplanes, the 9-gram servos at least. And mostly all the ailerons, all that guy. Basically every Detrum airplane, no, he's not Detrum. Not that one, he's too big. But basically everything that you see up here, the standard park size flyer ones.
All the ParkFlyer Detums for the most part come with 9 grams. Right. A few of them have 17 grams as well. But your 9-gram servos here, you're gonna get extra set of horns. So you're gonna get an extra of the 2-sided horn and then one of the single-sided. And then you're also gonna get the servo horn, an extra servo horn screw. And then you're gonna get some servo mounting screws that go on the side, the tabs on it to mount it down to like a plywood plate or something like that. Ultimate. Now the Ultimate also, we give you the option 2200 3-cell battery.
One battery, but
yeah, one battery.
Connector.
But you're gonna get the option of using either EC3 or Dean. So you can either get combo A Ultimate with the Deans or combo B Ultimate with the EC3 for those guys coming from Park Zone and E-Flight products.
Right. Now, let you know, these are the Grayson Gold. These are very good batteries. They are 2200 milliamp and they are 30C.
30C, so that's gonna provide plenty of power for all your, the motor and all that's gonna pull maybe upwards of 40 amps tops kind of thing, and the batteries will handle that.
All right, now we're gonna take our motor and our 50 amp speed controller and our batteries, and our prop, and we're gonna go run this on a thrust stand and show you the raw data of the motors, the amps, the wattages, and the RPMs of this combo. All right, so here we have our test stand that's actually several years old, and we're gonna break it out for this test. So just to show you how this test stand works, we got the prop here, and we made sure to balance this prop. The rise and the run, I'm gonna call it that, and these are exactly equal parts, okay? So what this does, this is gonna pull, the motor's gonna go on, it's gonna pull this way, which in turn is going to push down on here. And we're gonna have our USPS scale. It's gonna show us the amount of thrust in ounces, and we'll just convert that to grams. But basically, this has to be the same length as this to get the right amount of measurements. We don't have this radio. I'm using a servo tester. Just actually use this tester and you control the throttle through this guy. Now it has a very long extension. It's got 100 centimeters plus the little bit that comes out of the ESC. This is so I can go hide. So right here I got two 4030C batteries, and I'm gonna put them in parallel. Then I'm gonna take the parallel adapter and I'm gonna adapt them together and make this essentially a one pack that's gonna be 8,000 milliamps, only 3 cell, okay? That's important. So we have way more battery pack than needed. All right, so then we have our watt meter. This is gonna give us our watts, amperage, and all that good stuff, the vital to the motor. This is probably the most key piece to this whole thing here. We're gonna have our RPM reader. This is gonna tell us what the RPMs of the motor are doing. A little bit of caution before we continue. Please do not try this at home. This has all been looked at by many other people other than myself, all professionals in the field of either electronics, building, whatever you wanna call it. I have all the safety precautions around me. I got a couple of fire extinguishers, safety glasses which I wear, and I got a long extension cord / extension to sit me behind the camera. So again, do not try this at home. There has been a lot of things behind the scenes done to keep everybody safe. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna stand to the side and we're gonna let it rip. Okay, so we heard the motor pulsating, right? Not a big deal. That's a quick fix, and all it's gonna require is to program the ESC, the timing at least. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this to high timing and see if that's gonna fix it. We got our everything hooked up. The timing now is on high timing. Okay, that last one, I didn't actually look at the RPM, so I was too busy focusing this. So we're gonna run it again, and we're gonna another reading, but before we do, I wanna just feel the motor and ESC, make sure they're not hot, and these are definitely not hot. They're a little warm. Caution, caution, caution. When you're doing bench testing, no more than 5 seconds at a time. I like to do it just until I get full throttle and read my readings and turn it off. We don't have the airflow over the speed controller and motor to cool it off as we did in flight. So let's read the RPMs. Man, I can't believe we gained almost 100 grams of thrust off of just the ESC timing. So who'd have thought, right? You have issues with your Dynam ESC or your Tomcat ESC or any ESC for that fact. Change the timing. You can see this motor, we were getting 360 watts. And the motor's rated for over 4, but we're well under the wattage for the motor. The ESC is a 50 amp ESC, and we're pulling it right around 30 amps, so we have plenty of leeway there as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was very fun to make. It was fun getting everybody together and their ideas on how to build a stand and how to mount the motor without it come flying off. So let me know your feedback on the stand and the numbers and all that stuff, if it makes sense, if it's good, if it's bad, because we won't make more of these, but if no one's gonna watch them, then we won't make them.